Yo, Spider-Man helmet came in yesterday. In today's episode of Clash Royale, 3 more sub-requested decks, and after we're going to go ahead and break the battles down, let's get into it. And because he was super aggressive with that, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the balloon. And we're going to see what he has here. Goes big fella Mega Knight. Here is a tip, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Do not just cross your fingers. Let's go ahead and go in with the Royal Giant. Now with the Goblin Giant, ooh, I'm still going to do it. Probably the most important yet hardest screenshot right here. Know when to take damage. That mini P.E.K.K.A. is half health at a level 12. I opted to not use any more elixir outside of the firecracker. I don't care about this counter push I have on that side to not defend against that mini P.E.K.K.A. It is important to know when to take damage, how much to take in an effort to build up your elixir for your main push. Just a friendly reminder, do not play crossing your fingers if you want to consistently progress in this game. Goblin Barrel by itself is not crossing your fingers. Hog Rider by itself is not crossing your fingers. But because my opponent went dual lane pressure, he was hoping I couldn't defend. First deck is going to be Lumberjack Freeze, highly requested, one of, if not the best variations inside of the game. If you're playing against Lumberloon, one of the things you definitely want to try to do is separate the Lumberjack, the Rage really, from the Balloon. Alright, with this here, as long as we're not playing bait, hopefully we're not. Typically, if an opponent is playing bait, they will drop it very quickly. So we'll go in with some pressure of that. Okay, so he goes in with a Witch. I think I'm going to go Bowler here. I could have went Snowball, but I'm glad I did it now. Let's go ahead and take care of those wall breakers. Boom. And that was super close. I actually misplaced that. It should have been one tile closer, actually. Okay, so goes Musketeer and then Bats. Musketeer will likely not cross, which does stink. So I'm going to go in with the Lumberjack here. That was a good catch for us. And because he was super aggressive with that, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Balloon. And we're going to see what he has here. Goes big fella Mega Knight. All right, so what we're going to be able to do, though, honestly, is he's going to get work done. But we're going to get a lot of damage there. He goes in with the wall breakers too, so I have to just let this damage happen. I'm hoping it's going to come close to a tower trade, and it looks like, actually, we came out ahead. Let's go. And we still have a balloon on the map. That's awesome. He's going to have to answer this Inferno Dragon as well. A little bit of a chance there. I would say that I was pretty aggressive with that play, but still, we came out ahead. Now, when you're in a... Oh, that kind of stinks a little bit. When you're in a position like this, sometimes you don't want to over-defend that side. At 383, he's probably going to take that tower, so I kind of want to just start pressuring opposite lane, because this is likely going to go to a 2-1. So I'm just going to let that go, right? There's no point in me really defending that. I want to try to build up a push here, right? He still didn't even take it, which is kind of funny. So it goes Musketeer. This is what I'm kind of talking about, right? And now we're in double, so I'm going to go in with this here. He just went too aggressive, and he used one of his counters to the balloon, right? So let's just go ahead and freeze this right now, and then we're going to be able to... Oh, that would have been super clutch, man. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and get the Inferno Dragon down. We're going to get a lot of work from that balloon, and we should be good here. I'm going to go in with this. We're going to get it... Well, never mind. I have to go here with this. This is fine. Actually, that was pretty good. He's going to get a lot of work there with that one Goblin. Well played on that. So what we'll do is get another Bowler down here. He can only go Mega Knight. He goes in the pocket. That was a terrible play. Really, really bad play there. I'm going to let the Bats lock on. We're going to go ahead and go in with the freeze right now. We should be able to take this down. I mean, he's going to get some work done with the Mega Knight. I'm just going to go ahead and go here with this. We're going to get death damage. All right, so we still should be good. I do have to take out this Musketeer, though. Let's see if he goes in with that. So we're going to go ahead and Snowball. We'll be just fine here. Boom. We're going to be able to take that out as in 0 damage. He goes Mega Knight because he's getting desperate. So what we need to do is just go in with a Bowler here, and we should be able to clean all this stuff up. The Mega Knight will not be able to get to the tower. He does not get a shot off thanks to the King Tower. Let's go ahead and get this down as well. We do have to get a Lumberjack down, and then that was pretty close for sure. And then what we're going to do is be able to really push hard here. We're going to go in with the balloon, and I just need enough for freeze. We will be just fine. I'm actually going to go ahead and freeze right here. We just need that death damage. In fact, I think we're going to get a shot off because of that rage. That was close there at the end, but we still got the dub. Let's go, GG's, and peace out. The next deck of choice will be this RG E-Barb's Firecracker Cycle deck at 3.3 average elixir. Should be a lot of fun. All right, so starting rotation here, we got Firecracker, we have Tesla, should he decide to go Hog Rider or something like that, and we have Log we can cycle. However, there's no need for that. Speaking of Hog Rider, all right, so we're going to shut that down. It goes in with that. All right, here is a tip, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Do not just cross your fingers. Let's go ahead and go in with the Royal Giant, and I'm actually going to go in with the Firecracker. Now, if he has Log, he's going to get some value here. He went so so aggressive with the mirrored Hog Rider, I'm telling you, that was not a good play for him. So what we'll do here is go ahead and just log all this stuff back, and we are back to a Tesla. He goes in with that, so we will have to go in with this here. Boom, boom, boom. He's going to get a little bit of work done. I'm going to go ahead and cycle the Larrys. Then we're going to go ahead and reset here. Oh, it goes Magic Archer. I'm going to get the Elite Barbarians down now, because again, that's 4 elixir at the bridge. Why I tell you guys all the time not to play that way. He might be back to his skeleton army, or he is not. Let's go. That should be tower, all because my opponent is playing way too aggressive and relying on Mega Knight. Firecracker's still doing some work. He's going to go Hog Rider here. So what I need to be able to do is get the Tesla down. Yep, there we go. Then what we'll do is we'll get this down, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the Larrys down back here. He's probably going to mirror... Nope, he goes in with that. So let's go ahead and get this down. Now, the Mega Knight's going to get some work done, but what I'm trying to do is just distract the Bandit, because we'll be able to turn on to that Mega Knight. He's going to get, obviously, a lot of work done, but what we want to do now, again, is shift a little bit of focus from that weak side tower to the strong side, in case this does go to a 2-1. Haven't even used Earthquake yet. Goes Magic Archer. Very interesting play there, actually. And then what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and slow roll the Royal Giant right here. We're going to log this as well. Boom. We'll take that out. And then I'm going to let this go. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and cycle the E-Spirit. We're going to get this down now. I'm going to go in with the E-Barbs. And the reason for this is hopefully we'll be able to take out that Hog Rider. Still gets a shot off. It's crazy, right? All right, so he's got his Mega Knight. We're going to let this happen. The Mini Peck is going to get a shot off. I have to allow this damage. And some people may actually not opt to do that, but it's important that we do, because he's going to now have to answer this, and we're going to go here. We're going to go high with this, and I'm telling you, that's going to be a lot of work for sure. Let's go in with some skeletons. Royal Giant's going to do some work. He's going to go in with that. There isn't a whole lot I can do, so what I'm going to do is take care of this Mini P.E.K.K.A. Hog Rider's going to take that tower, and then we're going to go in with this here, because he's going to go skeleton. I'm going to try to be faster with this, and he mirrors it. What in the world? I'm telling you guys, this is crazy. All right, so let's see if we can come back here. He might go Mega Knight in the pocket. No, he doesn't. So we're going to go ahead and take this out. I'm going to go in with this, right? He goes Bandit, and look at that play, guys. I knew he was going to spam something, and look how aggressive he has to be on defense. It's awesome for us, right? Let's go ahead and get a little bit of a positive trade here. Nope, we're going to go here. We're going to go in with this. Let's go ahead and do something like this. You see what I'm saying? Like this kind of a play, right? That was a terrible log, I will say that. So let's go ahead and take care of this Mini P.E.K.K.A., right? And then we're going to get this down here. He's going to go in the back, right? It's obvious. And then the Firecracker is going to get a little bit of work. He's going on the King Tower, which makes absolutely no sense. Now he's going to go in with that, and then he's going to go Hog Rider, right? So we're going to go ahead and get a Firecracker down. Let's go ahead and wait just a little bit. Actually, I got to go E-Spirit here. And then we're going to go in with some E-Barbs. And I thought he would do that too. He's going to get some work done, guys. I'm telling you, though, we're going to take this tower. Trust me. He's going to go Hog Rider, I'm assuming. But I'm going to go ahead and go in with this right here. We're good. I'm telling you guys right now, we're going to be good, because I will log here. And we will take this. Let's go. GG's. Have a nice day. Take that out of here. And peace out. And finally, let's go ahead and round it out with Goblin Giant Sparky and the most toxic spell, in my opinion, in the game, the Rage. Let's get into it. All right, goes in with that. Let's go ahead and catch the Miner, because everyone puts it in the same place. How in the world did the Miner not target the Dark Prince? That was a little bit interesting. I guess I was one tile too far back on that. Let's go ahead and get ourselves the E-Wizard down now, because we have Mini P.E.K.K.A., and we have to get that down now before the Mega Knight jumps. Now, that Firecracker is going to do some work. We need to hopefully be able to take her out if she does not shoot. Let's go, let's go, let's go. E-Wizard. Okay, cool. Awesome. The E-Wizard is going to help out big time. We get a shot off too as well. That's really good for us. I do think I'm going to go ahead and try to get this push down. Now with the Goblin Giant, ooh, I'm still going to do it. I'm going to go into it. With the Goblin Giant, you want to try to get the Goblin Giant and Sparky really close together. Let's go ahead and get the Sparky down now. Obviously, the Goblin Giant is going to go down, most likely. Right, we're going to go a little bit high with this here, but the Sparky will do a lot of work. Now, my Goblin Giant, again, is only level 10, so that really hurts. But we're going to let this all go here. Magic Archer, the Sparky's going to take that out, right? Magic Archer's going to do some work. We can get one more blast. Let's go. The Sparky's not going to make it there, but I'm telling you guys, this will be our matchup. We just got to play a little bit patient. Goes in with it again. Okay, he switched it up this time. I still don't know why I didn't catch the last one. I guess, obviously, I was one tile too far back or a little bit late. Goes E-Wizard, and I'm going to do the same. Now, what he might do... Okay, I didn't think he was going to go in with the Baby Dragon. I thought he was going to go in with the Firecracker. So what I am going to do here is just do something like this. I want to distract the best I can. The problem is he's going to have his Big Mama P.E.K.K.A. that he's going to be able to put on this Goblin Giant. And that's going to be fine with me, because what I'm going to try to do is get a Sparky down. I'm actually going to go a little bit high with this. Now, he's going to go Mega Knight. We do get a shot off, which is really, really good for us. And then I'm going to go Log right here. I think I missed the Firecracker, unless she comes back in. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Let's go. He's got his Mega Knight now. He's going to drop it on the Sparky. We're going to get the Mega Minion down now. It goes E-Wizard. That's actually really good for me. We're going to go here, and then I'm going to get this down and apply a little bit of pressure. He's going to have his Big Mama P.E.K.K.A once again. He goes in with that. I haven't even used Rage yet because I can't. All right, so he goes in with the Miner defensively. I like that because that is one less chip I have to worry about on the tower. Let's go ahead and get the Sparky down right about here. And then I'm going to go in with this. He does get that Geometry, which does stink. I'm going to get this down. I'm probably going to go ahead and Rage this up. I think it's smart that I do. And Sparky, are you serious right now? So that's one mistake. Sparky, you need to stay inside of the range, okay? All right, let's go in here with this. Man, that's unfortunate. Boom. The firecracker's going to be, like I said, annoying. Let's just go ahead and get a little bit of chip and take her out. Goes Magic Archer. I'm going to go high with this. And that was actually a mistake on my part because the Mega Minion was unnecessary. Goes in with that there. Goes Wizard. And if the Mega Minion was being targeted, we would have got a Sparky shot. But the Mega Minion gets some damage. He has to go E-Wizard. This is awesome for us, right? So let's go here. And the Spear Goblins will do a little bit of work. We're going to get a log down here. I'm going to go ahead and Rage this up. I cannot believe I missed the Rage, all right? Let's go here. We're going to take this tower for sure. Let's go GG's and peace out. Not specific to any deck or battle. Learn your opponent. The first 20 to 30 seconds should be exactly that and how you plan on countering their deck. In this case, I see Wall Breakers. I have Snowball for that. I have Baby Dragon for the Witch or the Bowler. I speak a lot about overcommitting and over-defending. A lot of people over-defend. In this case, my opponent did exactly that. He had the bats on the bowler, which pretty much would have taken it out, but then he dropped a musketeer. Even if the bowler got one bowl on the tower, sometimes you got to know when to take damage. You'll see in a future screenshot when I talk more about that, but don't over-defend. Once I saw my opponent drop Mega Knight, my whole intention obviously is to sync up the Lumberjack, really the Rage, with the Balloon. But once I saw Mega Knight, I knew I was going to at least go for a tower trade. I was going to take this side. The question was I going to be able to defend against his counter push with the Mega Knight? But I did know I had the Inferno Dragon ready. Once again, my opponent over-defended here. The bats would single-handedly take out this Inferno Dragon, but he dropped Musketeer. And the other bad part about that is it's one of his best counters to Balloon. The purpose of this screenshot is not to show you guys the awesome defense I have on his push, but it is the 623. I always talk about in previous breakdowns about when should you start thinking about sacking the tower. In this case here at 623, I need to start shifting focus of not worrying about spending elixir and defending and focusing on this side here. So that way, if it goes to a 2-1, I will be up in tower damage. And I did exactly that. And also starting to focus on the other side and spending elixir on my main push. The funny thing is he did not take my tower at 26, but the most important thing here is he drops a musketeer. He's so desperate to take this tower, knowing he had log, could have taken it at any time. He should have started trying to defend this side here. Obviously, I'm trying to build up a big push. It was just 26 HP. He wasted this musketeer for no reason at all. Anticipating my opponent was going to use Mega Knight, I already had it in my head, forward thinking how I was going to defend against any counter push. I knew I had the Inferno Dragon. The main point here is obviously using the Lumberjack to take care of the Mega Knight, which you can see there, pretty low on health, and then be able to obviously rage up this balloon. At the very least, I just wanted to get the death damage from the balloon bomb. This screenshot here is super important. Notice the placement of the bowler. He has Mega Knight and Wall Breakers. Thankfully, the Mega Knight wasn't being targeted, so it can help take out these Wall Breakers. But if I did not place this correctly, two things could have happened. One or two of the Wall Breakers could have made it to the tower. And not only that, the Mega Knight would have not only jumped on the bowler, but could have potentially splashed onto the arena tower as well. Just a friendly reminder, do not play crossing your fingers if you want to consistently progress in this game. Goblin Barrel by itself is not crossing your fingers. Hog Rider by itself is not crossing your fingers. But because my opponent went dual lane pressure, he was hoping I couldn't defend. And after that initial cross your fingers play my opponent did, he mirrors the Hog Rider. Based on how aggressive he was playing and with my card rotation, I knew I was going to have a very strong counter push or just straight offensive push. And here is the result of playing too aggressive. Royal Giant, very healthy. He does have a mini P.E.K.K.A in there. We have some Larrys, a Firecracker. All I care about is doing as much damage as possible, building my elixir, and defending whatever counter push my opponent has. And as you saw previously, we were about even on elixir. I defended his counter push, E-Barbs, Firecracker, GG's on that tower. Big Boy Mega Knight Hog Rider, Big Mama P.E.K.K.A Hog Rider, typical low mid-ladder decks for sure. We do shut down this Hog Rider with the Tesla. I'm not overly concerned about the Mega Knight and shutting him down, but what I am doing, the most important, is forward thinking two things. Number one, this is going to be his primary push. Number two, when do I sack this tower and start focusing on this side as I have talked about before? Obviously, the tower is still healthy enough to defend. We dropped the E-Barbs on the big boy Mega Knight, but the most important here is placement and timing. The Bandit was dropped at the river. If I wasn't careful, she would have got significant damage. Of course, I'm blocking her with the E-Barbs, take her out, turn back onto the Mega Knight, and have a mini counter push. Not quite there yet, but very close to sacking this tower at 642. Don't want to spend any more elixir except this last time. Obviously, I used the Royal Giant here to distract the Magic Archer, and of course, I have the log for his barrel. But like I said, this is that transition time when you start thinking, okay, I am done protecting that side. I'm going to build my elixir for my pushes. Please do not play this way. My opponent had my E-Barbs shut down with the skeleton army, but then he mirrors the skeleton army. That is 4 elixir that is obviously down the drain and countered with a log. Goblin Giant Sparky Rage, a lot of fun to play for sure, but this is such a typical low ladder deck. Mega Knight, Big Mama P.E.K.K.A, and Wizard. All right, my opponent did get really aggressive by dropping the Mega Knight here, but what that did was tell me a lot about how I was going to future defend against his pushes and or his counter pushes, but what I did know is he had a lot of hard counters, especially once I saw Big Mama P.E.K.K.A. Speaking of forward thinking, I was already trying to anticipate how it was going to go ahead and defend against the Mega Knight and the Firecracker he was trying to push previously with the Mini P.E.K.K.A, the Mega Minion, and the E-Wizard. Now, the Firecracker is going to go down with the log, but I won't have a whole lot of elixir. This is where people can overcommit. Let's say I would have had enough for, after shutting this down, for Dark Prince. The wrong play would be to run Dark Prince because my opponent has more elixir. You got to be conscious of that. He would have been able to shut that down, and I would have been down elixir again, and he would have had a mini counter push that I would have had to continue to try to keep up with. That's where people overcommit, and that's when they lose battles. I believe this is the first time I saw Big Mama P.E.K.K.A and Wizard. In my head, I'm already like, this is going to be a hard matchup, but notice the placement of the Sparky. I want it farther back. The Mega Minion's going to also help take out the Big Mama P.E.K.K.A as well as either tank for the Wizard or help take the Wizard out. The Goblin Giant is only a level 10, so it goes down pretty quick, but the Spear Goblins will do a lot of work. The whole point is to use my Sparky to shut this down and then reset. Another example of over defending, my opponent did exactly that. He had an E-Wizard to shut this Dark Prince down, would have been able to take 2 hits, and even if the Dark Prince made it to the tower for 1 hit, that would have been okay for the sake of being able to build up a counter push. His counter push is E-Wizard and Baby Dragon. The Baby Dragon was over defending in my opinion. The alternative, though I never recommend Mega Knight at the bridge, the alternative could have been E-Wizard plus Mega Knight. That's a much better push and harder to defend than E-Wizard and Baby Dragon. Don't over defend. Once again, not the easiest of battles here based on the counters of my opponent, Big Mama P.E.K.K.A, of course, but the goal here was to take down Big Mama P.E.K.K.A as much as possible, slow her down, obviously, with the E-Wizard, and use the Spear Goblins, again, to chip away at her. The whole point is to get a Sparky down on defense with the anticipation that I might be able to cycle, defend, or whatever the case is to build up another massive push. Only including this for a laugh. Sparky is doing wonders, but guys, Mega Knight and Big Mama P.E.K.K.A, come on. Come on, low ladder. Such a silly mistake here. Sparky shot herself out of the radius of the rage. We got a little bit of work done here, but guys, don't make that mistake. I included this screenshot because of the potential of how nervous people are when they play against Sparky. He's dropping Magic Archer. He has no elixir. He might even have dropped the Miner to try to tank. He can't get back to a Mega Knight or anything. We just have this Sparky that was here, then here, then here, then here, bouncing around all over the place, making him use elixir, taking it all out. It was just so funny. People freak out when they see Sparky. And finally, even with all the counters my opponent had, your boy broke through. Have a nice day. GG's. And there you have it. That is going to do it for this detailed breakdown session. Thank you guys again for all of the continued support. Until the next video, take care and peace out.